Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of writing systems of equations. This is standard A.2I in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 51 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we're looking for a system of equations that's simply two or more linear equations that use the same variables. So we've got a customer at a store that pays $64 for 3 large, 4 smalls. Same store, all right, so we use the same variables, that's important. $4 more than the first customer for 1 large, 8 smalls. The price of each large candle is the same. The price of each small candle is the same. All right, so it's the same variables, which means we can write a system of equations. All right, so now that we know that, all we need to do is to identify what our equations are, and they give that to us in that very final sentence. Large candle is X, small candle is Y. All right, so let's start with this very first one right here. So a customer at a store paid $64 for, all right, so we need to turn this into an equation, but I see an equal sign right there, okay? Because when we're talking about how much something costs, right, we'll put all of the items together and then we'll say, what's the sum? And in this case, the sum is $64. That's the total. So that's going to go on one side of the equal sign. On the other side, we're going to have our 3 large and our 4 small. But it's 3 large is going to be X. So 3X. And then we've got 4Y, because that's our small. All right, so that's our very first sentence. 3 large candles and 4 small candles, 3X and 4Y, put them together, make $64. How are we looking? It looks like I just got C and D so far. Not sure where A and B are coming from. They've got the 64 over here with the 3X. Oh, it looks like they're trying to kind of put it in slope-intercept form, even though we wouldn't want 4y. We would want just to solve for y. Okay, that's interesting. So what we're looking at here is more of standard form. And so sometimes we're not as comfortable with standard form, right? That's the ax plus by equals c. A lot of us are used to the slope-intercept form. And so I think that's what A and B are trying to do, offer as answer choices. Give us something kind of close to the A equals mx plus B, even though, like I said, you'd have to get rid of this coefficient. You'd have to divide both sides by 4 or 8. Okay, let's check our second one. Same store. The customer paid $4 more than the first customer. Okay. So we've got the first customer 64. We've got 4 more than the first, okay? For 1 large, so my large is X. I'm not going to put 1X. Just going to put X. 1 is assumed. And 8 smalls. So that's 8 Ys. All right, so X plus 8y equals 64 plus 4. Let's go ahead and simplify that. X plus 8y equals 68. And you see, here's the difference between C and D. D subtracts the 4. C is going to add the 4, right? So we're not looking at this one here. And if we wanted to actually solve for it, right, we could actually solve for X, right? Subtract 8y from both sides. Then we can plug that value in up here and just get down to one variable. But for our problem here, we're just looking for C.